I think we're live here. Let me make sure you guys' mics are all good.
We good to go?
We're good to go. Welcome, Riddell Sports Network. It's a beautiful day. My name is Dan. This is Dare.
Hey, yo.
Dave.
Congrats, Eagles. Looking like 2,000 Ravens. Is that a good comparison?
Yeah.
I looked it up.
Yeah.
10.3 points per game. 2,000 Ravens gave up.
Oh, my God.
Bro, are you kidding me? Holy hell. No, that was a masterpiece, though. That was definitely, that was good.
You know, you've known me for a long time. I think we've known each other a while.
Yeah,
you
a couple
know I'm
minutes.
not like a cocky Eagles fan. But something told me that Jalen Hurts was going to play pretty well. And as soon as he starts playing pretty well, how long was I saying this roster is the most loaded roster I've ever seen?
Okay.
And once you get that piece going,
I have something to go off there. Are we going right into the game?
yeah.
Well, Chiefs, they actually, their defensive plan went exactly as they wanted it. Just Hurts stepped up. They did exactly what you were supposed to do. You were supposed to keep Barkley. What did Barkley have, 60 yards or something?
Yeah, like 60 combined.
Yeah. You keep Barkley right there. Challenge Hurts to beat you, who you didn't think could. And he did it. And this defense, oh my God. Did you see the look on Mahomes' face? Yo,
Which time?
This dude did not know. He wanted no part of this game.
Nope.
If they would have said, all right, Mahomes, you can go to the back room right now. Nobody will be mad at you. He'd been like, okay, I'm out of here. He wanted no part of this game.
Well, I want to start by saying that Ian was right.
Yeah.
He sounded like a crazy person on the street corner screaming about how the Eagles are going to blow out Kansas City. We all thought it was ridiculous. But Dave, on your point, how we talked about stopping Barkley, we did not think about Mahomes doing that. You didn't even consider that. You're like, all right, stop Barkley. Mahomes will do his thing.
Well, that's what I
Didn't
thought.
even think about that.
That's why my pick was there. I said it'd be cheat. I said Eagles were going to win, but it was going to be a close game because I thought it'd be bang, 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 bang. But no,
What the hell was
that score right there, it might as well have been 80-0. That score was not that. When you look at this, you didn't watch that game. You're like, oh, that ain't too bad. You know, it must have been close at one point. No, this game was over from the first snap.
There was
34-0.
There was a point mid-third quarter I Googled, has any team ever gotten blown out? Shutout. Shutout, I mean. Any team ever get shut out?
Probably got to be an old school snow
nobody.
game.
No, it's never happened. No.
I figured it'd be back in the day when they were in the 10 feet of snow.
Right. No.
The Chiefs had 1 first down in the first half, 0 plays in Eagles territory in the first half. The thing here with Jalen Hurts, you think 17 of 22, 221, 2 touchdowns, and a horrible interception. He underthrew, I think it was Brown by 15 yards, easy. But
Off his back foot, it was a bad throw.
This right here, 11 carries for 72 yards every time he was in trouble, and he ran straight. Instead of going sideline to sideline,
it was like 10 plus.
Yeah, and he would just take off, and it demoralized the Chiefs' defense.
His awareness, I was real impressed with his awareness when he didn't even see the guy coming, and he's got this clock going in his head. And he just started running. I was like, how do you even know there was someone on his heels? And
did you guys notice Mahomes, every time the pressure broke, every time the pocket broke, he went 2 steps forward and took the sack?
Yeah.
Aren't you a scrambling quarterback? Yeah. Don't you want to break? You know what I mean?
He would just
step,
shaking,
2 steps forward and take the sack.
Yeah,
and
he would. Yeah,
they were rushing 4,
so and they never did what one time
blitz. Never once
did not blitz.
I think
time.
They did.
No, not one time.
Statistically, they didn't blitz a single time.
Oh wow,
rushed 4 and didn't blitz
got
one
6
time.
sacks.
When they're rushing 4, wouldn't you think that you start running the ball, or would you wait till the third quarter?
Well, here's the problem.
Man.
We argued about tight ends and who was a better tight end of Kittle and Kelsey. Kelsey couldn't block me right now. Kittle at least could have helped because Joe Tooney, they moved him from left guard to left tackle out of position, and he got destroyed all night. He's like a borderline Hall of Fame guard, and he just looked overmatched. But if you had a blocking tight end, and even their backup, Noah Gray, he's a receiving tight end. So you built this team to rely on that offensive line, and they got manhandled all night.
With me, one of my biggest pet peeves is to do the same thing wrong over and over and over again and don't make an adjustment. Why do you keep doing the same thing? I would have brought in a fullback. I would have dropped a tight end back. Shit, I would have put a backup lineman back there and lined him up as a running back.
Yeah.
Try something different.
Or a sixth lineman.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Shit isn't working. Even if you sent just Brown. Brown was your only receiver. Everybody else was blocking. Yeah. I could say, okay, you tried something different. No, you just took abuse. Stay back there. And then that picture you showed me of Kelsey, this dude's all wandering around watching the play.
Tell me his
Throw
ass.
a block, dude.
Tell me he wouldn't have been on the bench.
Yeah.
You add a sixth lineman in, because here's the problem. You think, where the hell was Jalen Carter all night? He was getting double teamed every single time.
And the dude next to him was wide.
Yeah. So if you have 5 versus 4 and Carter's getting double teamed, it's 1v1 all the rest of the way. So
yeah, I don't know who's the dude on the edge. He tall, skinnier, dark
Josh
dude.
Sweat.
Yeah, he was.
He does the.
That's
the
a big boy
wave.
who's really athletic. He's a big boy.
And then they had Jalix Hunt, who's like a late round rookie, another rookie from this past year, and he was eating Milton Williams with that strip sack. The strip sack bitch slap was my favorite play of the game.
Did you see the comparison of the lines? They did. Eagles line average was like 6'7", like 340.
Yeah.
KC's line was like, I don't know, 6'2", 280. How? Are you going to stop
wild.
that? Yeah, it was crazy. I don't know if those are the exact numbers.
Yeah.
Oh, and by the way, my stat last week was right. I looked it up again and I got it right here. The Philly just broke the record for points in a playoff game. I mean, in a playoff.
No, I think it was 90. Was it 90?
No, 100. They beat Bears had 130.
I wrote it down here.
Oh, did you get it?
Yeah, 145 postseason points most all time.
Okay, and they passed them with 130. Okay.
Yeah. People are saying that the GOAT debate is over. I agree. But I'm not talking about the quarterback GOAT debate. I'm talking about the tight end one. You guys can hang that right up.
Yeah.
That's over. Gronk has never looked like that.
Even when he was dumpy and slow, he was still doing his thing. Yeah.
Injured, had that arm. He had that brace on his arm that was bigger than our torsos.
Yeah.
And
aren't they the same age right now?
Probably.
Yeah, so it's. I mean, Gronk was way younger.
Gronk's got to be a little older.
They're about the same age.
Gronk's older
30.
now. Yeah, Gronk. Yeah, I thought you were talking about when they were.
No. I mean,
time.
currently, I think they're.
Gronk's got to be like 34. Yeah.
And he, I think he's.
Kelsey, they said, was 30.
No way. He looks freaking. He looks washed.
He looks.
Oh, he's 35 also.
Yeah.
Oh,
so.
Nice. I didn't know he's.
But
that
he's
old.
never been a blocker. Never.
No, not.
So is he one of the better receiving tight ends of all time? Sure.
Well, since you're talking about him, you should just go right into that.
What?
Into the Kelsey.
Which part?
It's at the end. We got a cash or trash on it. I did. I put in cash or trash. You want to go right into it?
So, all right.
I figured since it was right there.
Cash or trash will be a Kansas City Chief next season.
This is cash. Can't go out like that. If he won the three-peat, then he would have retired. But
you think?
Yeah, I think so. I think he can't go out like that. That was pretty rough.
I'm gonna say this is trash. It's cash if he takes less money. But
did I say cash? I meant trash.
You're saying he's not.
Wait, what was the question?
Will he be a chief?
Well, he will be a chief.
Okay. I'm gonna say the only way this is cash is if he takes less money. He's due like $17 million. If he takes less money, all right. He's had career. This is his lowest year in yards, receptions, yards after reception. He's definitely on the down slope.
He had 97 catches, but only 3 touchdowns.
And the yards were way down from what he usually gets. Almost every stat was down. And
he looked pathetic.
Yeah, he did. A couple of them passes weren't his fault. A couple of them were down in his shins, but yeah, he didn't. He looked like he didn't want to be there too. I think they were partying all night. I think Philly dude sent him over a case of champagne and was like, "Here, have a drink on us and get ready for tomorrow."
Yeah,
and they kept going.
This ass whooping. There's a video of John Cena taking off his belt and whipping the Miz with his belt for like 5 minutes. And the caption says Eagles to Chiefs. Like John Cena just beating the piss out of him. Just cheesing. So good. This is I think he would take less money because he's got all those sponsorships and stuff, so he doesn't really need it.
His girlfriend makes a couple dollars too, so he
Yeah,
might
she's
be all
all
right
right.
there. Yeah.
But yeah, I'll say Cash. He'll be on the Chiefs next year, but I don't know. They gotta figure something else out. It is a very inflexible team. DeAndre Hopkins with a huge drop, like to get them any sort of offensive momentum in the first half.
He might have hit pay dirt too.
Yeah,
There was a
they were
lot of
wide
real
open.
estate.
Yeah.
And I was talking to somebody when I was watching that part of the game, and I looked, and the way he made an attempt for the ball, I thought it was like a fullback or a tight end or a running back was out there. What the hell was that? Did you see it?
It was weird.
He kind of slid and did some weird. He had plenty of room to run. I don't know. It's just weird.
Choked.
Yeah, definitely.
He's never been in a spot even close to it.
No.
With the Texans, and who was he with after?
Titans.
Yeah, Titans.
No, there was Cardinals.
Yeah.
Oh, that's right. I forgot about that.
But
He was
this
still
is-
good for the Cardinals.
Let me pull something up here because Chiefs 2024 schedule. Is there any team remotely close to the Eagles' skill level that they played this year? Buffalo, maybe, but Buffalo's just Josh Allen. But you look at these teams and they coasted all year, and then they have this streak of like, oh, they beat the Broncos 14-16.
Struggling with the Broncos, struggling with the
Is that the
Raiders.
game that they missed the
struggling
field goal?
with the Panthers, a blocked field goal, I think.
Yeah.
And just like all this nonsense, and then they play who they play in the playoffs? Houston after a bye, and then Buffalo.
Yeah.
You go into, you actually play a team, you get your ass whooped because they've just been frauds all year. Too big to rig, right?
Yeah.
They just beat them by too much.
And
Refs can't throw a flag on every play.
And did you guys notice that the refs were trying so hard to make the point to not call flags on Philly? Did you notice that?
I did.
No.
Yeah.
Don't get me wrong whatsoever. This game would not have changed. This did not affect it. But the effort they made to make sure that Philly got the majority of the calls, whether they were legit calls and they just didn't call them against Philly. I mean, they just didn't call them against the Chiefs. You know
I'm
what I
trying
mean?
to think of what situation.
No,
Just all
I
through the
agree.
game.
I agree.
Literally, I think Chiefs had maybe 5 penalties called on them. Philly might have had 2. You know what I mean? The penalties were it was just so much of a,
the noise,
we're going to show you that we don't favor them.
The noise that the refs are on the Chiefs side was
they just
so loud that
OD'd it. Because, like,
really did.
seriously, every play, you can get a holding. You know what I mean? There's a holding somewhere. So and during the year, they were calling them holdings. You
As
know
they
what I
should.
mean?
You should call a call.
Patrick Mahomes, I don't know. I think it was maybe second quarter, maybe third quarter. Somebody came in and blasted him. Both hands in the face, fell on his back. Did you see that?
I
Hit him
did
in the
see it,
mask.
yeah.
During the year, previous 5 years, would that have been called?
Absolutely.
That dude might have been ejected.
They
He might have
even-
went after his family.
The announcers even mentioned it.
Yeah,
Oh, they
yeah.
missed a call there.
Yeah, not saying whatsoever would this affected this game because Philly straight got in their cheeks.
It wouldn't have affected it.
But they
Penalties was 8 against Eagles, 7 against Chiefs.
maybe it was late.
It was late in the game. Here's what happened. I want to keep calling him Quinn Williams. Milton Williams stripped Mahomes. Jalen Carter slapped him in the face with 2 hands to the face mask. There was a flag on that play for a 15-yard penalty against Philly.
And it went through?
Yeah. After the fumble
after the
recovery.
fumble.
And the ball was already out, so it would have been the exact same penalty anyways. 100%.
It just seemed to me, and everybody at our party was saying the same thing, that they were just trying so hard to show that we don't do this for KC. You know what I mean? We don't do that. The refs don't do that, and they were just trying really hard to make it look like they don't.
I don't know.
Yeah,
No,
I noticed it in the first half. I noticed it. I'm like, what the hell? Even a couple little ticky tack ones against KC
'cause
for Philly. I'm like,
you didn't care who won this game.
not one bit.
I don't care either.
And like I said,
That's bullshit.
I'm median.
That is bullshit. That is absolute bullshit.
And
Why
like-
you say that?
ladies.
If anyone's listened to this for more than 5 minutes, they know that you hate the Eagles for no reason whatsoever.
Who said I hated the Eagles? When have I ever Said I didn't like the.
And anyways, my point, I mean, I seen it, a lot of people seen it, but it definitely would not have affected the game whatsoever. It might have been 40-10.
I mean, I just what I'm seeing.
Rewatch it.
Exactly
if you're bored,
about.
if you're bored one day, just rewatch it.
Oh, I'll be rewatching this one a lot.
And it just seemed like
What'd you think about the AJ Brown one? You didn't even notice it. We talked about it here, and
yeah,
you were like, "Oh, yeah, it was the one where it went against the Chiefs."
Yeah.
So
it just seemed to me like they were just trying too hard to show, oh, we don't have their back. You know what I mean? We don't do that.
They do that.
Yeah, they definitely do that.
But it was a straight up ass whooping. Start to
no
finish.
doubt. That 22 points. I don't even know how they got the 22 points, but
it was garbage time. They had
that one play at the end when they got the last touchdown was good. That was a nice play.
It was against the second.
But no, I'm saying it was a nice play though.
Bench players.
It was a nice play.
Kenny Pickett. Has there ever been a backup quarterback in the Super Bowl because it was such an ass beating that they wanted to chill? Ever?
Not that I can remember.
I don't know.
I think that was a blatant sign of disrespect by the Eagles.
But what did I tell you
that's
too?
What that turned into.
I said they get out early in that first quarter. I said this shit's over. Philly don't start fast.
And you know what's weird is going through my head, it was 24-0 at halftime. Like, okay, so Brady was down 28-3. That's 25.
Chiefs get the ball at the half.
I think everyone was thinking that, yeah.
The Eagles score one more time so Mahomes can break the record. So it'd be 27-0, and then he can come back. I
seriously thought they were going to come back and make it interesting. Once it was like 30-0, I'm like, yeah, these dudes are done.
34.
But it was when it was high teens or at 20. What was it, like 20 or something? 21.
17,
24.
24. When it was 24, I'm like, all right, they're going to come out the half. They're going to score a touchdown. They'll get they'll get the ball back, maybe a turnover, and they'll bring it within a couple touchdowns. No.
You would think Andy Reid would have an answer for it.
Back to my pet peeve. Change it. You got to do something different.
I don't think they really started running until it was like 17-0.
Yeah. They tried at first. They tried. They shut that down quick.
Patrick Mahomes was the leading rusher for the Chiefs with 25 yards. The next highest was 9. So
what was the yardage at the half? I think I wrote it down somewhere.
Eagles
had
sad. 24 points. The Chiefs had 23 passing yards.
Jesus.
So
at one point it was 40-6. Is that right?
40-6. That's what the score is in my head for this game because that's when they started sitting everyone. Cooper DeJean getting a pick 6 was so hilarious. It was so much fun. And what was that very next throw? I believe he threw another pick.
Yeah,
Zach
he got
Bond.
bumped. He got bumped by one of his.
Don't
linemen.
look at the score. Look down at the numbers.
They don't look bad. Well, except this.
Billy might have lost that game.
I do.
You know what I mean? Look at
the numbers. It was at halftime. They had 19 yards, and Eagles had 100.
No, I'm saying look at him here at the end. You look at that. You're like, yeah, this was a good game. Yeah, Mahomes shot 2 interceptions, but this was a good game.
Yeah.
Oh wow.
Yeah. No.
It's because all that yardage was late in the second half.
Yeah, and that Worthy caught a big one at the end.
Catch.
Where the hell was that all year? And no hands, Cliff from Franklin looking moon.
He had a good play during the when they actually had the starters in. He broke. He was wide open. Somehow DeJean tracked him down, but I thought he was going to take it to the house. But this to me was the most important part of Jalen Hurts' day. And I think that's why he ended up getting the MVP, because every single time they tried and they got a little bit of pressure on him, he broke and ran. And
that brings me back to what McNabb would do to Green Bay. Yeah. Oh, my God. You get everything covered, everything's locked, and now this dude's running down the field for 15.
And that's
the backbreaker.
That's what you want in a quarterback. You don't want a guy who's immediately looking to run, like the plays I showed you guys earlier in the year. But if he's dropping back looking to pass and then running, that's why Mahomes breaks so many people. Because is he the fastest guy? No, but he can throw. And then when he has to, he runs and it just breaks your heart.
Yeah, it does.
So that's what you want. If he can put his accuracy together a little bit more than, because he had some good ass throws. That one to Smith, to make it 34-0.
Money.
Yeah, he
just
hit
over his shoulder.
A good one
Perfect.
to Dotson, too.
Good one to Dotson. Good one to Brown.
And how many yards did I say Hurts would need for them to win this game?
Do something.
Yeah, it's like 210, 220.
Yeah. And that's what we were saying after the NFC Championship was if he plays remotely like
Good.
he did.
Just play
Just good, yeah.
That's it. You don't have to be a superstar. Play good.
Do I think he should have been the MVP? No. I think it should have been Josh Sweat because it was chaos every time Mahomes was.
I think I might have gave it to your young buck.
DeJean?
Yeah.
So we got the Lane Johnson one there. We got to get some more frames because we want a Favre, and you got to pick somebody to put up in here.
Breeze.
But I think I'm going to put a DeJean one. What do you think, a white one? Or should I do? Because I have a black Dawkins.
Yeah, probably. It's a little dark in here, so go white.
Yeah.
That dude went to the sideline. He was chewing on nails. He was so hyped up.
Yeah.
He just swallowed a bunch of roofing nails.
I listened to Jim Rome Monday after the Super Bowl. That's my dude.
Yeah.
Jim Rome's my
I don't know.
main
He's still
dude.
on.
Yeah, he's on. Like you can just watch it on Twitter.
Oh,
Like
he's not on TV no more?
Yeah, he's on. He's like on basically everything.
Oh, nice.
Except YouTube for some reason. But he kept calling Mahomes Kerm.
What the hell?
Like short
He
for
don't
Kermit.
care.
No,
He don't
that's
care.
my dude. Like what happened, Kerm? This is one of my favorite parts of the Super Bowl. This asshole showed up in Eagles green to the game, knowing he had. Do you think he went home in that, or do you think he had an assistant going?
Hell no.
Yeah.
He would have went out in a pink robe before he wore that outside. No doubt. Bunny slippers. Yeah, I wouldn't have wore that out.
That was so. I gotta check to my notes because there were some things I put in here. Is there a point in the game? So you really can go either way with it, but is there a point in the game where the sideline can just throw in the towel?
Yeah. There's a point in the game where you might just want to pull your a couple dudes out and be like, oh yeah, we'll see you next
I
year.
thought we were gonna see Carson Wentz for a little while.
Because he was getting banged up.
Yeah.
He was just shook though. I've never seen him like that. Usually he's pretty cool and collected, but
Yeah.
he was just panicked. As soon as he snapped the ball, he panicked. He reminds me of your boy from Tennessee. Was it last year or the year before? As soon as he snapped the ball, he's running for his life.
Yeah. Poor Will Levis. Yeah. I don't know. There was a poll. Kyle Brandt, do you know who he is? He's on Good Morning Football and all that.
Probably by
He's
face.
the man, but he put out a poll on X. Which Super Bowl was more satisfying, or which Super Bowl was better, or whatever, for Eagles fans? 52 or 59? 52 was better, but this was more satisfying.
Yeah, it's got to be this one.
But 52, I was stressed like I've never been.
Yeah.
2 inches away from the TV, just like back and forth. But this was just a straight up ass whooping.
This wasn't good for fans to watch. I mean, like just football fans.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Because it was just a brutal mauling. But if you're an Eagles fan, hell.
Other than Eagles, Bills, Bengals, and Ravens fans, this was probably a pretty boring game.
Yeah. Yeah. And
Bills fans,
why are your dudes breaking windows and burning crap?
They ain't my dudes.
Ah, damn, they burned a Harley. They broke some windows. And
Some
then
dudes were riding horses through the street.
and then this old lady walks by, big hole in the department store window. She's just a random lady probably coming home from work. There's a dress sitting there. She pulls the dress through the hole and keeps walking. What in the hell?
Yeah, they got what was it, the moving van or not a moving van? Something, they were stealing towels out of the back of that truck. See that one?
No. Philly fans, I got something for you. If you're going to riot and tear up crap, why don't like 100,000 of you, or how many were out there? 20,000? Why don't you all get plane tickets, go to Missouri, and tear their shit up?
People start shooting there.
You know what I mean? Why are you breaking shit all the time?
I don't know. Full disclaimer, I do not condone the actions of other Eagles fans. I can only I didn't riot. I didn't loot anything. So I think if you're a Philly fan from Philly, you're a different breed.
I guess.
So, I had we'll talk about Patrick Mahomes Sr. in a moment, but there was the only Mahomes capable of a three-peat. Look what he has circled.
What is it? Oh, yeah.
Third DWI for Mahomes Sr. All right. Anything else on the Super Bowl? I made a little video after because that's up on the channel now. Just my instant reactions, but
I mean, you got to give them credit. They made it back to the Super Bowl after winning 2 in a row.
Nope.
And as far as, is this more satisfying? That's a question than 52? I don't think so. You counted this team out all playoffs before they made the playoffs. You didn't even call them to make the Super Bowl. You weren't. There's so much issue with the head coach.
I didn't say they'd make the Super Bowl, but I said they'd win the division.
Somebody at this table said that this was going to be the Super Bowl.
You did not. You're a Packers guy.
Go back in and see.
Oh, after the season, right? You're talking about when we did the playoffs.
season.
Yeah.
Oh, when we still.
Well,
even when my team was in it and Detroit was in it, that was my Super Bowl right there.
it still could be Chiefs 49ers. I'm holding on to that.
This year?
Yeah.
Yeah, maybe next year.
No, I mean Super Bowl 59. I called it. Could be Chiefs 49ers. They were eliminated from the playoffs, and I just kept on that bandwagon. But yeah, it's kind of sucks because the stats at the end of the day don't look that bad. But this was a mugging. It was you got to peel the Eagles off the Chiefs at some point and just call it a day.
Yeah, you would have took the stats and ended the game after the third quarter, and you would have seen what was up.
Yeah, it was a lot of. I was laughing like an absolute maniac with the strip sack bitch slap is what I'm dubbing it. the one you're saying where you're hit in the face.
Yeah.
Oh, it was so satisfying. It was erotic. I'm being honest. I was full chub during this entire game. But I'm telling you right now, as a pessimistic fan of a team that I've followed since I can remember, only when it was 34-0 was I like, all right, we're good.
Yeah.
Like even at 24-27, I'm like, okay, maybe, but 20 in my head it was 27-0. Like, you know, they could do 4 touchdowns right now and win by 1, and I'll flip this fucking TV over. Shit, I swore.
What does that
Damn
mean?
it.
You're gonna get taken down?
What?
Swear?
No, you're just not supposed to swear within the first like 2 minutes or whatever for YouTube.
We're far-ended.
Yeah, we're far in, but I try not to swear for the kids, you know? A lot of kids watching. I don't know the demographics. Kenny Pickett threw what was with them going for it on 4th down with Kenny Pickett in the game at the end at midfield?
Was anybody watching? Were you still watching?
I don't think I was.
Sure
Maybe
was.
I was.
Oh, this is the other thing I wanted to say. Very important. Even though Saquon Barkley only had 2.3 yards per carry, they never went away like the Chiefs did. They kept trying it over and over.
Yeah, I do.
He only had a long 10-yard run for his long, but if they would have went away and he had 14 carries or something, this might have looked a bit different. But solid. I don't know. 7. That's right. And you needed what, 35?
40
Got it. Oh, 40.
Yeah. I think it was 40 and a half.
Well, why don't we do this before we move on to other stuff? Earliest possible. I don't think we even did it this early last year. Give me your final 4 for Super Bowl 60. AFC Championship and NFC Championship.
We'll go NFC. I'll go Lions and Bills. AFC,
Bills are in the AFC.
Sorry, Lions and 49ers. AFC, Bills and Ravens again.
You're gonna make me do it. It's gonna be Eagles and the Lions in NFC Championship. AFC Championship is gonna be Buffalo Bills and Kansas City Chiefs. Sorry, every year this team's gonna be back again.
I think that the Kansas City Chiefs have been broken. And in our previous Wednesday, the one that got taken down, allegedly, I told you this was going to be the last time they're in the Super Bowl. So I'm going to go Bengals, Bills, AFC Championship. I think the 49ers will be back.
You ain't giving up on that, are you?
No.
They had a lot of injuries this year.
And Debo wants out, and their main dude's going to be Ayuk.
And they'll end up with Cooper Kupp.
Yeah.
With Kyle Shanahan.
That would be.
It'll be Kupp, Ricky Pearsall, and the dude Ayuk with George Kittle. A healthy Christian McCaffrey. He'll play the whole year.
Of course, because I won't draft him next year. I drafted him this year.
But I don't see how the Eagles aren't back here.
They do have
a bunch of injuries.
Three big defensive dudes they got to pay, right?
Zach Bond, Josh Sweat, and I think Milton Williams is done.
Yeah.
But they're not going to pay Josh Sweat for sure. I think they're going to keep Bond.
I'm still standing on if Lions would have made it, they would have taken down this Eagles team. I'm sorry. I'm sorry if they made it past Washington.
You said some dumb shit. But the Rams and Packers played them pretty well. The
Rams.
The Commanders was... That one was embarrassing.
That's unfair.
Ooh. Yeah, I don't think the Lions had the defensive. All their guys defensively were injured. They didn't have a chance. And Jared Goff, he's due. All right. So who did I say? Yeah, Bills, Bengals. Bengals are going to actually put it together and stop giving up 45 points a game. And then we'll go Eagles. 49ers.
The only reason I picked Bengals are losing Higgins, and who knows what they're doing.
They always screw it up. Every beginning of the season, same thing.
Yeah.
Same story. I hate to say the same narrative, but
They're always like 0-4, and then
Bengals, why don't you try for a number 1 seed, number 2 seed? Why don't you try that, buddy?
Yeah. Love of God.
I'm trying to go in as a 6.
All right. Ex-Braves pitcher John Rocker goes off on Pat Mahomes Sr. after viral shouting match. Do you see this, Dare?
Oh.
Me and Dave were just talking about it. They're in the street. Lanky-ass clown, is that what that said? They're arguing in the street. There it is. Now, this is Patrick Mahomes Sr., this skinny hoodie guy here. Look at John Rocker's
I did see this.
More jacked now than he was as a pitcher. And you were saying something about...
They're talking about April 12th. They're fighting somewhere.
Like boxing or UFC?
I don't know. I was just reading it on the way over here. Jesus. But if anybody that doesn't know John Rocker, I'm pretty sure that's not somebody you want to mess with. This dude is out there. He fights freaking kilos of cocaine before he goes out on the field. This dude is out there.
I didn't know when I seen this video, I didn't know who these people were, and I was just thinking this dude's roided out.
That's John Rocker.
Does he roid up?
I probably
don't know,
because
he's an old man.
He would full sprint from the bullpen out onto the field. Like
he's
full
an
sprint.
Absolute maniac.
Yeah.
You would think either he's gonna stab you or hit you with the ball.
When I seen this, the caption was drunk guy against muscle guy or something. Who's gonna win? So his dad's drunk right now. That's Mahomes.
Apparently he's used to it. He has 3 DWIs. So.
Damn, within a couple months' time, both Mahomes are gonna get knocked out.
Yeah. What do you think will be a more lopsided fight? Eagles, Chiefs, or Rocker Mahomes? I think if you put young Mahomes against there, John Rocker would beat his ass.
Oh, absolutely.
He's very
I don't
weird.
know. I don't know. His dad looks a little thuggy. I think he might have a little fire in him.
Yeah. Or a firearm, did you say?
Yeah, he might have a little fire in him. Oh, yeah, firearm, too. Can we say firearm?
You know what's weird is they got this guy right in the middle holding him back. Who's this guy?
Oh, little midget dude.
I
can't say midget again, can I?
No, I don't think.
Damn it.
Yeah.
Small people.
Is this staged?
Probably.
Come on. So annoying.
Probably.
Like, who's this little dude? Just let him.
And he's
let
going to
him
be able
get
to
it.
hold him back. Yeah,
This is
right.
ironically, this will be the guy who refs the fight.
Yeah.
Weird. I had this up here. Oh, Taylor Swift booed and she did the meme, but the video is kind of weird. What the F is going on, she says, after the crowd boos her. Thoughts on Taylor Swift getting booed by a lot of adult men?
I think majority of people there were Eagles fans. Because even when the Chiefs came out of the tunnel, you hear all boos. Eagles come out, you hear all cheers. It's kind of the same
And did you notice how many times did you see Taylor Swift?
0. I think that was the only time.
Once.
One other time.
Oh,
Is
was
that another one proving my point about the refs?
What?
Now you got the refs. You cut Taylor Swift out. Last time they showed her 437 times,
Did they?
only on scores.
but they were showing her a lot.
Good point. And on Kelsey catches,
Yeah,
which
true.
He
he
Maybe
didn't
why
have
they
any
show
until
her.
the fourth quarter.
Yeah, I didn't know.
True.
But they
Like,
did.
They had a camera sitting next to her, and they couldn't click the red light on.
They booed Taylor Swift, but cheered Donald Trump.
Yep.
Yeah.
Good stadium of people
See,
there.
Chris Jones waited to shake his hand. This out. That was
Yeah.
pretty cool.
It's weird.
Yeah.
That's weird. The first standing president to go to.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You would think.
Well,
Well, the last
somebody-
president couldn't stand, so
Yeah.
at least he could stand at the game.
He had been standing looking the other way. He wouldn't know what he was looking at.
Saluting.
Yeah. Started doing a speech because he thought all the people were there for him.
Come on.
Oh, man.
Trying to smell all the Logo's hair.
That tornado's got
Yeah.
COVID. He's vaccinated. What?
Oh my God.
Didn't he say like a storm needed a vaccine shot or something crazy?
I don't know.
Yeah, with the storm coming in, the best thing to do is get vaccinated. Like, these dudes are evacuating their city because it's going to be underwater, and he's trying to push the Moderna vax. Friggin'
And that's a whole
weirdo.
other conversation. All the funds that they found that they were spending
my
on.
God.
I don't even think we should get into that.
Yeah.
No, that's for RSN After Dark right there. Jesus Christ. What the hell's going on with that? Yeah, good for the Superdome. It's probably the first time that the Superdome had a good game this year.
I think was Jameis Winston on that team?
What?
No, he was on the Browns.
What do you think about Jameis Winston's weird freaking? He was throwing W's to people.
Yeah, he's a
Yeah, I think we
he's
talked
a
about it
weirdo.
last week. I think.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, he's a weirdo. He's like, look at my penis.
I had
Look at his face. Look.
I had
He's like,
he looks like he's a different species. You know what I'm saying? Like,
Oh, yeah.
he looks evil, doesn't he? I had a great sports week.
yeah.
Yeah. The Eagles win the Super Bowl. The guy that my dumbass idiot Dallas Mavericks trade for is injured already.
Yeah.
All he tried to do was take a step to defend a guy driving the lane.
He wasn't even running either.
No,
Yeah.
it was just a step to the right. And,
Yeah.
you know, I'm no professional athlete, but I can step to the right without blowing out my hip, whatever he did.
Yeah, it's groin or something. They called it a something. What the hell was a professional name for it? I don't know what the hell. Abductor or something like that. I think that's what it was. Something ductor.
Yeah, what's he pointing to? Is it his junk or
That's what
like
I was
his
saying.
midsection?
Look at the look on his
I think
face.
was it a brain or something?
They said what the abductor or whatever the hell the name. That's what it was called.
Adductor strain.
Yeah, doctor. I think they're saying
So-
groin.
The GM for Dallas explained himself why he wanted to get rid of Luka. Did you see his interview?
No.
I don't know if you can play it, but he said that Luka didn't have the go get it attitude, the quote, but he compared him to not like Michael Jordan, not like Shaq.
What's his name? Nico something?
Nico
Harrison.
Maybe his comments about Luka, maybe. It was something, it was ridiculous.
You have a 25-year-old kid still that can be the face of your franchise for the rest. I mean, what, next 15 years? Work on that. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Make it work. Talk to the dude.
I'm sure Kobe wasn't Kobe at 25.
Yeah.
He wasn't his work ethic
Yeah.
dude that.
Did you see Dirk
Is
was
that-
at Luca's
yeah.
debut game?
Oh, yeah?
Yeah.
Did You
In
see the
LA?
little spin around? He hit the Dirk move off 1 foot.
Sure didn't.
Yeah, he just did it last game.
Good.
He did. He played horribly, but I think that's probably rust. He was on a minutes restriction.
He still got mid-teens.
He got 14 points.
Yeah.
He was 1 for 7 from 3.
Couple assists. He had a nice dime all the way down the court, full court.
But if you want to,
The decision had more to do with culture than anything else. It's important to know that Kid and I are aligned and we talk BS.
is this the newest one? Because he mentions Shaq, which is ridiculous. Because Shaq was a guy that would get in shape start of the season. He even said this. He'd take all summer off. Just BS. That's why Kobe was always mad at him. Why don't you come to work in shape? And he was.
My whole thing is, why are you messing with a dude that drops 35? You know what I mean? If he's dropping 35, I don't care. As long as you get on the court.
Yeah, and
Carried you to the finals.
Yeah. And actually played defense last year in the in the playoffs. He actually played good defense.
Good, yeah. Just can't. I can't even.
Yeah.
It just doesn't. Even this is what, 2 weeks later, roughly.
Yeah.
My brain still can't understand what I saw.
This whole situation reminds me of Major League. Remember when Willie Mays Hayes gets on first to start off the season and they're all clapping and they're cheering? Well, that was Anthony Davis getting 27 and 17. He gets hurt and now they're doing this.
Yeah. Yeah. So this was another fun one. Mavericks fans were ejected and removed for Fire Nico. So they had Fire Nico chants and Fire Nico signs, and they were removed from the game.
Why?
Because they can't take criticism. Paying customers. How many fans do you think you're losing?
Floor seats too.
These are expensive.
They're
seats.
padded and everything.
Yeah, yeah.
Get the plastic with the label sticking in your back.
Yep. Yeah, I don't know. What do you think about them taking fans out of the game for expressing their displeasure for the front office?
I think it's ridiculous.
Yeah, they can't do
it. They're doing it.
They took them out because they knew they screwed up and they don't want anybody else getting riled up by seeing them signs on TV. Mm-hmm.
I'll crack that window. So yeah, I have nothing. I just can't. And it's so funny that he's hurt. Not because Davis is hurt. You don't want to see him hurt, but it's funny in the general sense that they traded for this guy because they're worried about Luka.
Yeah.
And his conditioning. But this dude's always hurt. And what's going on with the trade for the Hornets guy?
They said he failed a physical, and I guess Hornets are going after Lakers. I don't know. I didn't look up any more on it, but they were going after him to.
What's his name?
Mark Williams.
Yeah, they were originally going after him to say basically you're full of crap.
Spell Mark
And
with a
now,
C.
and now he doesn't want to go back to the Lakers. He wants a buyout. So I think he wants to sign with the Lakers. Or did I say Lakers? He doesn't want to go back to the Hornets.
I wouldn't.
He wants a buyout. So I'm thinking he's probably going to want to go to the Lakers anyways.
Yeah.
And Dalton Connect wasn't happy either.
He wasn't happy?
The
Going
bus,
back to LA?
The bus
Yeah.
driver left him at the stadium because he thought, or at wherever the hotel or wherever that he was taking him from, because he thought Connect was off the team. So he was late to the game. So that was fun.
Yeah.
Did you see this thing with Dave's boy LeBron and Cooper DeJean?
No.
Mm-mm.
LeBron's dapping up because he's a front runner, douchebag. He's dapping up Eagles players on the sideline or on the court side before the Super Bowl. And he passed by Cooper DeJean to dap up like the 4 guys he was with. Bet he's not going to do that anymore.
Yeah. Better recognize, sucker.
Prick. Oh, I can't. Kevin Durant becomes 8th player in NBA history to score 30,000 points. Congratulations, Durant. Let's do some quick trivia. We're going to go back and forth. Bring this on, you guys. And heads or tails?
Derek can go first.
Heads.
It's heads. All right, Dare. We're going to name the other 7. Obviously, Kevin Durant's the 8th. The other 7 players with 30,000 points.
LBJ.
Ew.
Oh, sorry. King James.
Okay, LeBron.
Never call a grown man king.
Incorrect.
Give me Michael Jordan.
Okay.
Karl Malone.
Kobe Bryant.
4.
How many are we doing?
7.
Kareem Abdul.
It's 5.
Give me Dirk.
Dirk Nowitzki. 6. Missing 1.
More?
Mhm.
Oh boy, I got him.
You said you already saw the list.
No,
cheater.
I didn't.
Oh. James Harden.
Correct. No.
That would be Wilt the Stilt Chamberlain.
I wonder who's next. You said Shaq was what, like 10?
Yeah, it was
Shaq was 9.
Check is 1 ahead. No, one behind. One
Okay.
behind.
You know what's weird is he still holds a grudge against Steve Nash for winning 2 MVPs. He's real weird. Shaq
Yeah.
for winning. I should have won those. Okay.
Damn, you sound just like him.
That's kind of impressive for KD. Seeing how he missed 5 seasons worth of injuries.
Yeah. Sucks he's going to be on the move again next year.
So what's this All-Star weekend? I didn't see that until after we started. So 3 All-Star teams?
Talk about it.
Well, I got to pull it up here so you can start talking about it.
Okay, so Kenny, Shaq, and Bernie? Is that no Charles Barkley?
Why does Kenny? Has Kenny, what's his face, ever been to a damn All-Star game in his life?
Yep, he called
Probably.
the dunk contest.
No. Has he as a
probably
player?
has. Kenny
Oh,
the Jack.
sorry
Kenny
ass.
the
I
Jack
think
was
he's a
good in his young
he
times.
sucks.
He probably a 3-pointer,
Yeah.
3-point shooter.
Yeah, Kenny was good in his prime.
So you got the 3 teams are going to do a tournament, and the 4th team is the winner of the rookie versus sophomore game,
Mm.
Yeah.
Interesting.
which I couldn't pull up the team because it looks like this, where it's
Yeah.
a disaster. But I think it's
Who
Charles
the hell
Barkley.
is that?
Plays for Houston.
Şengün?
He's
Oh, that's
good.
my dude.
He's always hurt though. I picked him in fantasy. Dude's always on
Yeah,
my
he is.
friggin' bench.
I think if you look at
LeBron James and Anthony Davis are reunited.
Damn, I'm kind of feeling Team Chuck.
I was gonna say if you pull up the teams, I think Chuck's team is crazy.
Yeah. Siakam ain't a slouch either. Damn,
That's
look at them top
crazy.
5.
This
Oh,
team
and
right
Cat?
here is the I'm a Dallas Cowboys fan team.
Yeah.
He just picks the names, like
Yeah.
the names he
Yeah.
knows from SportsCenter.
Damn, I didn't even got to see the 3rd team. Give me Team Chuck by
I'll take
far.
Team Chuck, yeah.
Oh my God. And that team's
Yeah, I don't-
good.
I
Is
don't
this
like
all
that
littles?
Yeah, I don't like that team.
Anthony Edwards, what, 6'7" probably?
Yeah, he's shooting guard.
Yeah.
Is Evan Mobley related to
Patino?
Patino?
Yeah.
I don't know. That team right
Yeah.
there is
Yeah.
sick.
Yeah, that's a well-built team as well.
Oh,
That's
Mitchell and Trae Young. Damn.
He's got the top 4 players right there.
Chuck's got a lot of bigs.
Well, you got
Jesus.
Donovan Mitchell
1,
and
2, 3.
Shea Gillis Alexander.
Giannis
That's all
could be
you
a point
freaking
guard.
need. Wow.
Yeah.
Damn.
That's
Yeah, that team should definitely.
That's sick.
That's cool. I like that they're mixing it up.
yeah, it's different.
If they're actually gonna try, then I'll take
they
it.
tried to have LeBron and KD pick the All-Star teams. Remember that? They did that a couple of years.
Yeah.
KD's injured every time. You're
You
not
s-
even on the team.
You see who LeBron keeps picking first?
No.
Kyrie?
Jokic.
Oh, yeah.
I mean, not Jokic.
Doncic.
Doncic. Luka.
Oh, does
They
he?
were showing it. Yeah, he picked Luka first.
The front runner. Acting like that. All right. When's all that take place? So
this
Friday,
weekend, it'd be Sunday.
Friday is the sophomore freshman game. Is that how it works?
I think so. And then you got the
Sophomore, rookie, whatever.
3-point dunk on Saturday. Or tournament. It's first
They're gonna do 2
First
games in
team.
one day.
2 games. First team to 40.
Oh, weird. Okay, nice. All right, Deebo Samuel wants to be traded, and this is the best case scenario if you're the 49ers, because he's still got a little bit of value left, but he's He's injured a lot, ineffective. He fits perfectly into Kyle Shanahan's situation. What I'm doing if I'm the 49ers, like, hey, Rams, you don't want Cooper Kupp anymore. Debo? Because McVay will use Debo properly.
What is he going to use him as?
Just he'll find, because McVay's a very good offensive coach.
He reminds me of like a McCaffrey, where he's a running back, but he can come off the backfield, catch it.
He's gone downhill though. He did nothing really last year.
Yeah, tell me about it. I got screwed.
Yeah, I had him in one of my leagues.
Well, you didn't get screwed out of getting Josh Allen and end up falling back on Debo Samuel. So
Josh
literally screwed by the goddamn ESPN draft stuff.
Josh Allen that dropped 40 a week.
Yeah. I wonder why I came in last. Weird.
I tried to tell you not to cue anything.
No, you didn't.
Well, I said it after.
Oh, I see. You said it after I got screwed. But yeah, I think he'd do well in a team like that. I'm trying to think of another team that would, because you don't want him in like LA with the Chargers. It would have to be
where he fit. I don't know.
Steelers always come up on,
but they don't really have the style for him either, though. You know, it'd have to be a creative offensive coach. You know, with some pieces. Because you don't want him in Cincinnati either with a drop back QB. You don't want him in Kansas City. He has to be in a unique spot, and I think Rams are the perfect fit. I don't know. We'll see what they want to do. But, okay. Who is a better running back overall? McCaffrey or Barkley?
Barkley.
McCaffrey.
Only due to injuries, and Barkley's actually on the field. But I think if you put both in prime, I'll take McCaffrey.
That's what I was saying. I was arguing with people, and this dude was trying to tell me. So I said McCaffrey as well. This dude was trying to tell me that Barkley is a better receiver than McCaffrey. It's the insanity of people who just, they want to, it's their thing. I say Barkley, and he doesn't realize, like, I was talking to this guy on X. I'm a fucking Eagles fan. Like, it's not like I'm against Barkley for some reason. But McCaffrey's the total package. That's why I would take him over Derrick Henry. Why I'd take him when you have a versatile guy.
He had success with Panthers.
Yeah, and he carried the Panthers.
That took 10 years off his career right there playing for the Panthers.
Yeah.
At one point, he was like
49ers
he was like 56% of their offense or some crazy number.
Yeah. And DeAndre Swift looked like a freaking all-star running back with the Eagles line. So,
but Barkley is a different beast.
I think
if we're talking about running only,
that's
it's
what I'm
Barkley.
Can you believe that Gabe Davis makes more than Saquon Barkley?
Crazy. He did get some incentives, so
they do running back so dirty.
He made himself 1.2 by winning the Super Bowl and something else. Yeah. What was the other one? He got $250,000 for
offensive player of the year, maybe.
Yeah,
I don't know. Yeah,
something
maybe.
Like that. We'll keep an eye on where Debo goes. Devontae Adams wants out. Shocker. Who would want to play for the Jets?
Rodgers is.
Where does Adams go? Where can you see? If he's Devontae Adams of 3 years ago, this is the type of guy that would be perfect for the Chargers. This is the guy who would give Ladd McConkey will have 116 receptions next year if they get like a good Devontae Adams.
So he wants to go be number one, right? So you have to think of a place.
Be the number one for the Chargers, but he also, because he's a pain in the ass, he says he would like to play for the Rams, Chargers, or 49ers. He's not going to the 49ers. They don't need him. And he's not going to fit their style. Damn, they made a huge mistake with Ayuk, didn't they?
Yeah, big time.
Oh, my God. Is one of the 49ers love to be in for T. Higgins right now? I don't know.
Well, T. Higgins, Cooper Kupp.
Yeah.
But how about number 8 in Pittsburgh?
Yeah. Could see that. Rodgers in Pittsburgh.
Oh, Rodgers.
I think they're moving on from Wilson. I mean, I'm sure they'll bring Fields back, but
I think Stafford's going to be on the way out as well. So that's an option. Would you rather have Rodgers or Stafford right now?
Stafford.
The way Rodgers played last year, Stafford.
I would rather have Rodgers. No disrespect to Stafford, but he put that green jersey on, it saps all your power
You
away.
called it right from the jump.
Yeah.
I just don't like how he comes in and takes over. He wants all his people.
Oh, he does?
He wants his offense coordinator. He wants all this. I don't like that.
That's what got him out of Green Bay.
The new coach of the Jets, says he can't do the Pat McAfee show if he stays with the Jets. So he's like, I'm out.
I mean, this is good for the Jets because why repeat last year, not make the playoffs or make the playoffs, and he's leaving anyways? Why not start it out?
Yeah, well, you still got some young bucks. Definitely.
Yeah, because their team was good. I think they had a better record last year without Rodgers.
It was their defense.
Close. This
It was
year.
close.
The
I think they had
defense.
5 wins or
The
something.
defense was a whole different animal the year
It
before.
really was.
But yeah, if you're the Jets, you got to move on, and there's going to be some. Maybe with Pete Carroll, you send Rodgers to the Raiders.
Yeah.
Maybe they'll. I don't know. But the Raiders do stuff like that all the time. So
They want one quarter. They want Sanders, right?
they would be better off taking Rodgers. But if the Raiders go quarterback, they're going to be in trouble because those two guys at the top of the draft are. Cam Ward has a shot, but
That's who now they have Giants projected to get Cam Ward.
I wish the Giants would get Sanders.
That's who they wanted. That's who they wanted originally.
Please do. Please. Get that ass whooped. Yeah, I don't know. I don't know where Adams will end up, but if it's me, if I'm any team out there, I avoid him.
Yeah.
Adams specifically. But Rodgers I would take if I need a quarterback. I think Darnold will be a free agent too. Because the Vikings will go with McCarthy. I don't know. There's a few spots to fill. All right. You know what's funny is I had it down here too under cash or trash. Yeah.
Oh, I didn't know you had it.
No, that's all right. So, Cowboys quarterback Rayne Dakota Prescott says it's our turn after the Eagles win the Super Bowl. And Prescott and the Cowboys being very, quote unquote, very close competitively to the Philadelphia Eagles. The Eagles may be fresh off Super Bowl championship. Dallas was 7-10. This is the video I saw. Very close. Cash or trash on him saying this.
It's trash. The point differential. What did we say? It was 65 during the. How are you close? Your team is in shambles. You look like trash. I mean, don't get me wrong. Last couple games of the season, they did look better, but you got Jerry who needs to make moves, or he needs to get the hell out. Because, like I said before, they're not winning until Jerry's gone, anyways. Because he's just a problem.
Yeah,
but
75-13 was the.
Yeah, nice.
52.
And you're gonna have to, guys.
62.
This dude's gonna have to restructure his contract. You're gonna have to take less money. You're gonna have to be able to get some bodies in there, and until you do, you're a 500 or less team.
Yeah, and we all saw this coming as soon as he said that he was. As soon as he got that 60 mil or whatever.
Huh?
What the hell are they thinking?
It's a
For this
Rodgers
dope.
move.
Yeah. Cash or trash on this.
Yeah, this is trash. They have no running game. Their defense is up and down. I mean,
Small defense, and they're like a gambling all or nothing type of team.
I try to have your back, Cowboys, but maybe in a couple of years.
You know, and this is trash because of. So at first, my thought was, what is he supposed to say? Is he supposed to say, nah, we're about to get that ass whooped? No, you can't say that, but you have to have some sort of like mental awareness. Be like, well, we got a lot of work to do. They're obviously the best team. You got to say something like that, and people won't be, oh, wow, this guy's a freaking idiot.
Yeah, don't say you're very close, and you pretty much. I think his other comment was you pretty much beat him when you played him. How the hell is that possible when you lost by over 60 points in 2 games? Yeah, I don't get it.
Maybe he forgot that 2024 existed. Because he didn't play either of those games.
Yeah.
It was Cooper, what's his face? Cooper Rush.
I don't know.
It's weird. It's because you don't want to just go in saying, "Oh, we got no shot against them," but you also don't want to sound like a complete moron, which Cowboys always do. So, the hell is that about? All right, quick baseball. My umpire thing went. I don't know. Start here. Anthony Rendon to undergo hip surgery, facing long-term absence.
It's sad because the talent this dude had. I mean, he was one of the elite. They said he's missed over 400 games since 2021.
Oh my god!
Yeah, insane. But I mean, this dude was definitely on top. He's nasty. Just can't stay on the field. How many injuries does it show it up there?
So with Washington, he started his last few years 156, 147, 136, 146 games. 38 to 44 home runs all 4 of those seasons. That was his prime. And then since then, his max game started is 58. Now 52 looks weird, but that was the 2020 shortened season. So he played.
Was that
most
right,
of
or
those
was
games.
it longer? How many got there?
Four straight seasons where his max games was 58.
100, 100. Yeah, I guess it's got to be close. They said it was over 400.
It is, over 400. Unbelievable.
Crazy. Disgusting, though. When he was playing, he was good.
Yeah, if you ever want to remember what Anthony Rendon was like, just look at like this 4-year stretch. He was an MVP candidate.
Yeah.
3rd in MVP, 11 and 6th. But
And that's what Angels thought they were getting, and oh my God.
that sucks for the Angels. They really wanted to build around Trout, and they had Ohtani around this time,
Yeah.
and it just never worked out. So you can bounce back and be any. It sucks.
Yeah.
It sucks. We never talked about this before. MLB dismissal of umpire Pat Hoberg upheld following appeal. Now, if you want to run down what happened, we talked about it a little bit before, but nobody would know that.
Yeah, he shared an account, a betting account with, I don't know, he's a pro poker player or something like that. And I guess the guy was making bets on baseball, and whether he knew or not, not sure. But yeah, this is pretty tough because they said he was a good umpire. He did have the perfect game. I think it was 21 season, called a perfect game. Not a perfect game, but called the game perfectly. Yeah, I mean,
He got a game with no mistakes in Game 2 of the 2022 World Series.
Oh, 22.
Oh. He's only 38 as well, which is like...
Usually umpires are antique, I feel like.
Yeah. Like weird how a younger umpire can see.
Yeah. Yeah, why can't this guy see? He's 67.
Yeah, that sucks, and he's just going to be banned for life, so I don't know. We know how they are with that kind of stuff. But, right. Here we go. So we already did the Travis Kelce and the Dak Prescott cash or trash. So the last one is a little bit weirder, but cash or trash there. Kellen Moore, as the Saints head coach, will have more Superdome wins in the 25 season than he did in the 24 season. The Eagles won 2 games in the Superdome in Louisiana.
Gonna have more wins?
Is he going to have more home wins as the Saints head coach than the Eagles had in New Orleans this year?
What kind of question is this? Obviously, cash.
How many wins is he going to have?
How many times they play their half their games, probably?
8 or 9. So it depends, because now it's 17 games, so it alternates.
Okay, I'll give him 4 wins.
Yeah, I agree. This is cash. I'll give him right around there too, 4 or 5 wins.
So the question is, will he surpass it? The answer is no. This is trash. The Saints will win possibly 2, but I'm leaning more towards 1. They do play the Panthers.
I'm telling you, Panthers are gonna get in them cheeks.
Maybe they'll play the Cowboys again and put up 40 or whatever they did on them last year. But nah, this will be. Kellen Moore will wish he had stayed. So, all right. Cash or trash. Now, this is my own brainchild here, and I'll explain why in a moment. But cash or trash, the Super Bowl halftime show should be moved to pregame.
I'm going to say that's trash. I like it. You know, everybody watched it while they're getting their food and getting up and stretching out and going around and whatever. I thought we were going to talk about what a big piece of
We'll talk about that in a
crap
sec.
this is. All right, I'll let Dare answer before I go in on this.
We'll talk about the Super Bowl halftime show itself in a moment. But now, here's why I say this. The Super Bowl halftime is 30 minutes. Halftime during every single other game ever is 15. It's more. It should be about the players rather than whoever this guy is, or the people, they come there for the show. Yeah, the show is supposed to be what's on the field. That's why when they showed in the booth, it was so damn funny. I'm getting off topic a little bit, but they showed Super Bowl 1 versus 59, the prices. Oh, how much did the ticket price cost?
Bottom was $3,200. Cheapest seat in the house. $3,200.
It said average was $5,400.
Yikes.
Versus 14.
The one dude said he bought 2 tickets for $15,000 apiece.
Wonderful.
Crazy.
Isn't it weird to be a lifelong football fan and know for 100% sure you will never go to a Super Bowl?
Never.
I want to know what these people do for a living.
Yeah, never.
I assume there's a lot of credit card debt being accumulated. I assume there's a lot of just rich people just
$15,000 a ticket. Taylor Swift better be sitting on my lap the whole game.
Yeah.
No joke. And Patrick Mahomes' wife better be right next to me.
Yeah.
And you better throw in what's the dude from Cincinnati, the backup quarterback?
Oh yeah.
His hot ass woman. She needs to be there too.
Yeah. Or I have another idea. Or do cash or trash on this, and then I'll throw out another idea. If it should be moved to, so I thought pregame would be good. People come in, they're filing in, they do the show. You wheel the dumbass scenery on the field and get these bozos in their red, white, and blue jumpsuits. What the hell was Sam Jackson doing dressed like Uncle Sam? And he kept being like a break where he's like saying weird stuff.
I'm not gonna get in trouble, so I'm not gonna go in too hard. So
I mean, this is trash. They want viewership for whoever's getting promoted. Nobody's gonna watch if it's before.
Another idea. Ready for this? You do the Super Bowl halftime show at the same time that you do the regular halftime, right? Oh, you can't really do that because the players got to come back out and warm up. So I was gonna say you do it on another channel. Tune over to this channel if you want to see Kendrick. Is it Lamar Kendrick or Kendrick Lamar? Which one? Nobody knows. It was a weird halftime show to begin with, but I think this is cash. They should worry more about the game than the dumbass stuff around it. You know what truly, to me, as a big NFL fan, feels more important than the Super Bowl these days? Is the AFC and NFC championship games. That feels like real.
Yeah.
It feels the most real versus, because this is all, it's a big stage.
What do you think about the idea of, instead of what do they do a week before, the Pro Bowl? Instead of the Pro Bowl, you have the losers of AFC, NFC face each other for a trophy, we'll say, whatever. I mean, I think that'd be better. You had the Bills against, was it Washington?
Yeah.
That'd be pretty decent.
Pretty hot, like a little mini Super Bowl.
I don't know if they would play for real,
but for maybe for money.
Yeah.
Do it for money and fame and whatever. I don't know what you'd call it, but the Josh Allen Memorial Trophy, since he's the AFC Championship guy. So I don't know. Yeah, that'd be fun. I mean, I'd be down for it, but have at it. Have at the Super Bowl halftime show.
This was by far the worst Super Bowl halftime show I've ever seen.
Worse than Rihanna?
Yes.
We know
derping around.
You know a lot of Rihanna songs, so you kind of.
I know some of them.
Yeah.
This dude, I heard 9 words. 9 words the whole time he was up there. And now, can you just explain to me what symbolism is 15 thugs with hoodies and dreads sitting on an 84 Olds Cutlass at the Super Bowl with your grills in and all that? What sense does that make? They weren't dancing. They weren't doing anything. They're just standing there. Yeah. What sense is that? Can you explain that to me?
His homeboys.
He does a lot of double entendre stuff where it means something else.
Is that the place for that? You know what I mean?
It's not the vibe.
You got all these kids out here. You got all this going on. And is that really what you're showing? And this dude is supposed to be like some big entertainer.
Yeah.
What are the moves he's doing when he's dancing?
Yeah.
It looked like he had one dislocated arm. He had a shitty diaper on.
Yeah.
Trying to walk. What I don't know. This was the worst. I didn't
weird.
get it. And then all the little hidden. I'm not going to get into all the hidden stuff that was in there and all the
Sam Jackson stuff was like a lot of not so hidden race stuff.
Then that's what was going on too.
Yeah.
That's what they were saying. There's a lot going on, but I'm not going to get into the race thing. I don't want to get in trouble. But
the View was, the View with all those old hags.
Yeah, I
do. They're all saying, Donald Trump's gonna ban blacks from the halftime show at the Super Bowl.
What? She's an idiot. That's why she just got sued for $800 million by Carrie Underwood, and Carrie Underwood won.
Good.
Me now this nothing. If people like to watch this and listen to this and all that, that's perfectly fine. Why don't you do 15 minutes for this dude, 15 minutes for another act? Now you cover every basis. The dudes that want to.
Then the halftime's 45 minutes.
No, you do 15 and 15. That's it. You each do one song.
The players got to come back up and.
No, but it's going to be the same thing. Like this dude's going to disappear under the stage, and then the next person's going to come up.
See.
So you got 2 people on there. You cover both bases. I don't know. I don't get this. Well, I don't get it. I really don't.
I'm a fan of his music, and this wasn't the place for it. That's not the vibe. Like you were saying, like you got kids there.
And then they bleeped him. The reason I only heard 11 words is because they were bleeping out all this swearing and crap like that.
Yep. And he just won 5 Grammys.
Yeah.
For what?
For the song
albums or something.
For the song "Not Like Us."
Yeah. Not the one turn the TV off, right?
Not that one.
Let me ask you a question. Was it the audio of? It felt to me. Now I couldn't really understand him. I've never heard a single song he's ever done. But listening to it, haven't listened to rap for a long time. Like his flow sounds like it's good.
If you could hear what he was saying,
but it seemed like the audio was like the volume of the music was too loud and his voice was too low.
That definitely could have been.
And he's I'm a guy rapping, so he's just kind of walking around. It was very boring.
And even his entourage wasn't really doing much to entertain. You know what I mean?
It was a symbolism of we're heading in the wrong direction because we voted for Donald Trump, and
exactly. I didn't want to get into that. That's
the
what
country's splitting.
Yes.
If you see they're all dressed as a flag, like collectively, red, white, and blue, and it starts splitting in the middle. It's just I don't know why.
And then up in the crowd, it was saying stuff.
Yeah,
it was saying like
said game over.
Well, I wasn't. Game over. See, I was going to say that I was going to let the racial stuff slide and we were going to end it there.
Yeah, but people come to this, our 250 subscribers. Thank you for all the people who do. People come for us to shoot you straight.
All right, well, if we're going to shoot you straight, why?
Just be like, don't all right, go crazy, but just shoot straight.
Why in this world when stuff doesn't go your way, you cry and cry and cry, it does go your way, you're perfectly fine. There's no in between. You know what I mean? Like you didn't want Trump. Okay, a lot of people did. Now you're gonna pout. You're gonna protest. You're gonna do all this other stuff until it goes your way. Is that what's gonna happen? Yeah. I don't understand. And now the people that did want Trump, I won't say any names, but now we have to shut up. You know what I mean? It's like, oh, okay, now you're crying because you didn't want this, and now it's all good. It'll be all good when he's gone, and blah blah. Yeah. I don't know. I can't stand it. That's why I didn't want to bring it up. I was just gonna go right around it.
Another thing with that is a lot of the times people don't really know why they don't like the guy. Like,
wait, do we want to get into this? Why don't you like him? Because he don't take any crap from anybody?
Yeah, that's what I like about him.
What has he done since he got in office? They're saying food prices are up. Bro, food price has been up for 3 years, 5 years.
Yeah.
What are you talking about? Dude's been in office for what, 3 weeks?
Yep.
And he's look at all the money he's found, all the money that these generic dirty bastards have been hiding. You know
Absolute
what I mean?
Scumbags have been. There was one thing I saw, and I know it's a little bit off topic, but they paid reporters and all these people to create something called Gamergate. Have you ever heard of this? Where they pushed all this like race and DEI stuff into video games and created a controversy saying that the gaming industry is all racist and stuff like that because of stuff like this. Because of that, all that stuff he's finding, him and Musk, and nobody can tell me why they don't like him. I had this deranged woman screaming at me the other day. And with me, I know how they work. So they being lunatics, and she's like, "Oh, Trump's a racist, all this stuff, white America." And I'm like, "Oh, really? Why do you think he's a racist?" "I'm not gonna get into this with you're yelling at me. I don't know what you're talking about. I literally just walked in here to put freaking sterile boots on so I could go into the IV lab, and she's yelling at me about something." I'm like, all right, cool.
They say he's racist, but it's funny. You know how many black voters he has? You know what I mean?
More than any Republican has ever had. Yeah,
a ton. What's he racist towards?
But also,
white people? I don't get it. I don't know.
Used to rap about him. Ludacris.
He was hanging with Kanye.
Yeah,
they wanted to cancel Snoop because Snoop voted for him this time and is endorsing him and whatever.
But up until the election, and Snoop is just doing his BS about how much he hates Trump and all this stuff, and
that was the first
time. He's just
a
clown. Yeah. Oh, this was recent with Snoop Dogg, right before he.
Oh, because they were talking about
the inauguration.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
But one of my favorite Ludacris songs, he mentions Trump. But,
sorry, viewers. I hope we didn't piss you off.
Yeah, it's fine. But aside from all that, that's a weird segue. But the guy's you know how you can tell if someone has a good flow? You know, I don't know anything about Kendrick Lamar. I'm like, okay, it sounded good. I was talking to this woman yesterday at work, and she said he was saying some stuff calling Drake it
was the diss song. Yeah, it was Drake diss song. That's what they said.
Calling him a pedo?
Yep.
What? I missed that.
You couldn't hear it. That's what I'm saying. Somebody who hasn't listened to this music, I had no idea what he was talking about besides turn the TV off.
So they were going back and forth. They got a beef going.
I heard
song for song
about this. Okay.
Song for song, back and forth, back and forth. Well, he drops this song. It's got 100 million views. Everybody loves it. They play it on the radio to this day. Played on the radio. So Drake says, "I'm gonna sue the company that let you put this out because it's defamation of character. You're telling people that I'm a pedo.
Yeah,
defamation of character. If you play that at the Super Bowl, you're getting sued." And that's why you kept hearing the song start, and he's like, "Oh, someone wants to sue me." It starts, and then he finally hits it, and everyone's like, "Oh!" But other than that song, I was not a fan of him being there.
But why was that? Why was that
that's
there?
Just not the vibe.
Should that song have been in the Super Bowl?
That's
halftime?
what I'm saying.
That's super weird. It's super weird.
That'd be like Machine Gun Kelly bringing his diss song and bringing his Eminem diss song and bringing it to.
Would you like Tupac doing a halftime show with
California?
The Biggie diss. The Biggie diss.
But they wouldn't let him do that. Yeah.
You claim you wouldn't.
Or you get the Biggie one who shot you.
You would love that.
Biggie sent back who shot you.
Well, you would love both of them.
But they wouldn't have done that. Tupac would have came out and he would have done California Love.
Yeah,
but he's in the midst of the beef.
Yeah, you can. It's not the place for it.
That's weird. I feel like that's weird because
I'm with you. I don't think it's the right place for it. I'm with you, but that's definitely a Drake burn at the Super Bowl. How many viewers?
120 million is what.
And they said this dude has the most viewers of all time. No, bro, the Super Bowl had that many viewers. Did everybody come there to see you?
Well.
Non-dancing ass.
The YouTube video, he surpassed Usher in one day for his full year of the halftime performance on YouTube.
Usher's just taking it from every direction.
Oh, man.
Too soon?
Yeah.
I don't know. I just visually it was boring and weird, and just
You got
audio was weird.
I think you got to know the story to understand why this was to like it. You got to know the background.
It
of
just
and
sucks that it was there. It's just I don't think it should have been there. It should have been.
It should have been the like down the middle. Like I was telling you, like Lady Gaga, Bruno Mars, like Usher was good.
A lot of them stars said, "Hell no, we ain't doing that." Because every time somebody does it, they come after you. They talk trash. They shoot you down. Yeah. Like they tried to get on Taylor Swift. They tried to get Lady Gaga. They tried to get a bunch of them. They're like, "Hell no, we ain't doing it."
Yeah, you need someone the general public can get behind. It doesn't have to be like I don't even know.
Maroon 5 was a good one. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
just like.
But what you can do is do like Maroon 5 with a Kendrick Lamar appearance where they have a
definitely.
But it just was so strange, and I'm not into the Super Bowl halftime at all.
Yeah, it just rubbed me wrong.
Ever since I was spoiled during the Panthers Patriots Super Bowl when Janet Jackson got her boob out. I'm like, oh, is this what it's going to be like? And then they never did it again.
I was watching on a small TV.
Very sad
that it wasn't. You couldn't even really see the picture. It was one of the antennas, and I was like, hold on.
She had a cone on her nippy though, didn't she?
It was like a
like
star.
a pasty, yeah.
But it had a hole in the middle. I remember it very vividly.
What a joke! They were like, wardrobe malfunction.
Yeah.
At the perfect time.
So you're telling me, Miss Jackson, you walk around with X's on your breasts all day long?
No.
Well, it says I'm going to have you naked by the end of this song. Ripped it off. Oh,
that was fun. But Super Bowl halftimes have never lived up to that one after that. So that's a great example. Timberlake, Janet Jackson, boom, merge them together.
I like that.
Any before we get out of here, any commercials you want to talk about? I got about 15 minutes before I got to get ready for work. Yay! I thought the Post Malone Shane Gillis one was pretty funny. Or the Bud Light one. We're setting up the party.
Yeah, that was funny.
The Seal one creeped me out. Mountain Dew.
Yeah, the Seal one. That was
the Seal.
The kids didn't get it. But they didn't understand. They thought it was funny anyways. But
it was creepy as hell. Poor guy couldn't even lift the Mountain Dew bottle. So. Any you can think of, Dave? It's stuck. There was one that had me laughing. I can't remember what it was. But
was it the alien one?
What happened?
Where the alien ended up dying. He got shut in the ship.
Yes.
And he was like, we wanted to get close to him, but you got, or something like that. You guys got close to him. We wanted to, but he just wouldn't open up.
Did you guys see Ocho and Harrison going at it, and they're about to fight in MMA? I think it's a Harrison from what was the Harrison from Steelers?
James Harrison.
Yeah, they were beefing on Shay Shay Show or whatever the hell it's called.
James Harrison and Chad Johnson.
Yeah, and they're gonna fight.
Wait, what?
He said they're gonna do MMA.
Come on.
I was watching the video earlier. I took a screenshot of it.
He outweighs Chad Johnson.
That's
by
what he was telling
pounds.
him. He's like Chad Johnson's like, you think I'm actually gonna let you walk over to me? He's like, bro, I will tear you up.
We're talking Ocho Cinco.
Yeah.
Did you see his interview where he's like, I was making love to a woman, and she told me to go deeper, and I couldn't.
Oh shit.
He's dead serious.
What does he mean by that?
Oh god.
Oh my god.
That's got to be like or bastard.
I think he ended up getting surgery. Whatchamajigger.
This is the one.
Yeah.
What the hell was the commercial even for?
So they had a run of commercials before this, leading up to the.
But like, what was the? Oh, Totino's Pizza Rolls.
Oh yeah.
And they're just grubbing after the alien gets shut in the door. I was actually laughing at that.
They kind of sucked this year. They weren't that good. The ones with McConaughey are pretty good, where he's comparing everything to food.
Yeah,
Gary's eating rice.
Yeah. Did you guys see the Terry Bradshaw comments at Super Bowl? I think it was pregame.
You call him a redneck or whatever. Yeah.
He's like, hey, boy.
Oh, yep.
Weird. Real weird.
And everybody on the panel was like, oh.
Yeah.
Oh.
Yeah.
Oh, he's like,
Well, he probably won't be.
uh.
All right, we'll leave you with this beautiful image. Go Birds. I don't know what else you guys got before we get out of here.
I was just flipping through to see if I had anything else in there.
There's a couple things that I had saved, but pretty much talked about it.
Probably been better if Chiefs just lost to the Bills. It would have been less sad. For them,
Bills would have got that ass whoop.
probably.
I don't know. I just
I think it would have been a better game though, because I don't think Allen would have taken the ass whooping like Mahomes did.
I don't know.
I think he would.
Defense was ferocious.
I think he would have did more to try to. You know what I mean? I think he would have tried more. Mahomes just tapped out.
yeah. That. Cena whipping the Miz's ass.
Homeboy is freaking yoked.
He's got that disease, that thing disease, where your hands and shit are huge.
He's got massive hands.
I can't think of it.
Ginormous.
It's a
something like
disease.
that.
Yeah. You see Liv Morgan?
Like gigantism?
Yeah, that's
Yeah. You look at his hands, his fingers are like my wrist. You see that Liv Morgan thing? She got split. Raquel Rodriguez was spinning her around and she hit heads with Io Sky. Just ripped. She's leaking. Tore her whole.
I can't stand
that
that
happened
they call
Monday.
her
I didn't watch
Sky.
it.
Bothers me.
Put a trash can on and jumped off the cage onto people.
It's proof that WWE knows that their fans are stupid. They changed her from Io Shirai to Io Sky and they spelled Io IYO so people knew how to say it rather than just because it was Io Shirai.
Was she from AEW?
No.
Oh.
She was badass. I liked her in NXT. Badass chick. But she was Io Shirai in NXT.
I didn't
they
realize
just-
how thick your girl was on the bottom from AEW. The blonde chick. Her legs are thick as a
Oh, I thought you were talking about something else.
No. Her legs are
thick on the bottom half. You're
huge.
talking about Tony Storm?
Yeah. Her legs
Yeah.
are humongous.
Just her legs?
Yeah. I never noticed it before.
Just her legs?
Oh, no. She's got a fat bum too, but her legs are like insanely big.
Yeah, and she was dressed like
Yeah, that was pretty good.
yeah. But no, yeah. Io Sky, I watch. All right. I think that'll do it for us. Is she still wrestle like all the time? Io Shirai?
Yeah.
Yeah, she's the shit. All right, we're gonna get out of here. Thanks for watching. Catch you guys next week with I don't know, I guess we'll give out awards and
Talk about the All-Star game.
All-Star game. And prep for baseball. I don't know what the hell's going on. But all right, we'll catch you guys later.